Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. My dear students, Assalamu alaikum. I hope you are fine and healthy. I am here to teach you a lesson from your English textbook. So take out your English textbook, all of you, beta, and look at page number 126. This lesson has been taken from the book of Patrick Moore, and the lesson name is The First Man in Space. In this lesson, beta, you will learn about a first person who traveled in space. The name of that person is Yuri Gagarin. Yuri Gagarin was born in 1934 in a village. He was the son of a village carpenter. This place is very near to the city of Smolensk in Russia. He got his early education from a local school. As he was old enough, so he joined Soviet Air Force and trained over there as a pilot. After that, he qualified and joined as a pilot the jet aircraft. And after that, he was promoted to the rank of major. My dear students, after Second War, the Russians started to take interest traveling into space, and for this purpose they sent various rockets around the earth. It was difficult and dangerous. It could be dangerous for the life. That's why, do you know what they experienced? They sent various rockets time to time. The very first time they sent rocket, and in that rocket there is no crew, that is no one inside that spaceship. But this rocket was fully equipped with scientific instrument. And after that he again sent next rocket. But in this spaceship there was animal. When this rocket came back to the ground safely, then they decided to send rocket with a man. For this purpose, they chose Yuri Gagarin. And the selection was absolutely excellent, because Yuri Gagarin was very ready to volunteer the first space flight. He would have to do different experience during his journey. Beta, one thing I would like to tell you, because this spaceship has to go higher, that is top of the air of the earth. And you know that beta, our earth is surrounded with air. And this air doesn't stretch upward for more than few hundreds for a mile. That's why this is not possible to any ordinary aircraft. It will go to higher. So for this purpose, to go to higher, they use rocket. And this rocket is fully equipped with scientific measurement. Now, this rocket was fully equipped with the scientific measurement, and Yuri Gagarin was ready to fly the first air space. Yuri Gagarin would be taking great risk, because if anything went wrong with his spaceship, Yuri Gagarin would be certain to lose his life. This spaceship is fully equipped with scientific instrument, and the radio is always over there. This radio, Yuri Gagarin have to use this radio to send running commentary to the scientists who were sitting on the ground. Now beta, here I would like to tell you the difference between the flying spaceship and an ordinary aircraft. Instead of sitting at controls in a spaceship, a pilot lies flat on couch and it is fully controlled automatically and is take off automatically. Now, on 12th April 1961, the spaceship, the name of that spaceship is Vostok. The spaceship Vostok was launched. It was traveling higher and higher. But Yuri Gagarin didn't feel any sensation about the speed. He looked outside from the porthole. What is porthole, beta? Porthole, you can consider it is like an opening in the cabin, or you can say a small window in the cabin of a spaceship. So from that window, from that porthole, Yuri Gagarin looked outside. He was looking there. The earth very far below, and it was looked like vast globe, not like a flat plane. And the color of horizon, brilliant orange. And from that cabins, he is looking that the earth color is black. Beta, only from the earth, the color of sky looks like blue color. It is looked black when Gagarin was looking from his cabin. Approx over an hour, his journey was completed. Now, the spaceship was coming closer and closer to the ground. When this spaceship close to the ground, then the cabin with Gagarin separated from the spaceship and a parachute opened with cabin and Gagarin with that cabin. When it came very close to the ground, then very gently it is floated on the ground and Yuri Gagarin came out from the parachute. In this way, he completed his journey, and this journey was the first if any person was traveling over there. Yuri Gagarin proved that he was the first person who traveled in space, and whatever he saw no one had seen before Yuri Gagarin. I hope, student, you got lots of knowledge through this lesson. I would like to give you summarized knowledge through these points. The first man in space was Yuri Gagarin. And he was born in 1934 in a village near the city of Smolensk. The earth is, you know that earth is surrounded by air, and this air doesn't stretch upwards for more than a few hundred of miles. Because of the reason, an ordinary flight will not fly, so to go higher, it is necessary to the rockets. Through this point, you can understand why the scientists use rocket in place of any ordinary aircraft. The reason is that which I told you. Now, finally, on 12th April 1961, his spaceship, the name of this spaceship is Vostok, This spaceship was launched. And what is the difference between flying spaceship and ordinary aircraft? In flying spaceship, instead of sitting at controls, the pilot lies flat and is take off automatically. Yuri Gagarin saw. What did he see from the porthole of the cabin? He saw Earth was looking like a vast globe instead of a flat plane, and the sky looked black. It is only from the Earth that the sky looks blue. I hope students you got knowledge and enjoyed this lesson. Let's move towards the vocabulary meaning. Vocabularies are explore, volunteer, alter, lounge, couch. Then you have to write phrases, idioms and their meaning. Outer hull, went round, take away, carry out, went wrong, taking great risk, before long. You have to write down the meaning of these vocabularies and phrases, idioms. Let's move towards exercise A, page number 128. In this exercise, vocabularies are given and you have to write the similar meanings of these vocabulary. Next, comprehension. As you know that I taught in previous class as well. Comprehension, there is an unseen passage. You have to read this passage and write down the answers of the question which have been given below. Listen beta, in previous class I told you how will you read this passage. First you have to read this passage single time. Then again you read this passage very carefully. Then read the question which have been given below and sort out the answers of these questions from the passage. But keep it in your mind one thing beta, don't copy down the actual word from this passage. You have to write down the answers in your own words. This is the correct way of giving answer of comprehension. Okay beta, the meanings of these vocabularies, phrases, idioms, exercise, solution of this exercise and the answers of this passage are given in PDF. Beta, now the lesson with exercises ends here. Thank you and Allah Hafiz.